Alright guys, I'm doing my best to stay composed right now, although I'm really upset for my children. My wife, earlier tonight, we had a disagreement because she's leaving again tomorrow for work, and promised my daughter that she would be hanging out with her all day, my daughter has the flu, so I took umbrage to it, and a little bit of a disagreement, I would say, ensued. Jenny became completely uncontrollably emotionally, like she always does, and said she was calling the police. So I said, for what? What did I do? I didn't do anything. I said, I'll call the police myself. So I called the police because I knew she would make some sort of false police report, which is typical Jenny. The last two exes can contest to that. So anyway, I left. I did a podcast with my buddy Frankie Edgar. I got woken up by 2 o'clock in the morning. At 2 o'clock in the morning, sound asleep, by two officers who said she contacted the judge and filed a restraining order. So I'm currently in the back of a police car. Now, the police were at our house earlier tonight for the first time in 7 years because I called them, because my wife was hysterically shouting at me, yelling at me that she was calling the police. So I said, all right, she's going to make up some fake story and let me call them. So I called them, documented it, that I was concerned she'd make up a fake story, and then I left and went and did a podcast. When I returned home and fell asleep, the police showed up, and exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. So now I have a restraining order. I'm not allowed to go home and see my children. So it's going to get more interesting, and I'm going to keep you updated on all this. Say hello, officer.
What's up, guys?
Sorry about this, man. I'm not allowed to go see my children who I spend every day with. My son, who is 2.5, over 2.5, 11 nights since he's been born. 11 nights. 7 of them were in South Korea with Jenny. I have not spent in bed with him. 11 nights. She took that from me. She took that from me tonight. When I'm the one that called the police because my wife was shouting, swearing, screaming at me, I'm calling the police, I'm calling the police. And I was like, for what? What did I do? Well, she's screaming in my daughter's face, your father's a piece of shit. He's out of here. He's out of here. I'm sorry I ever had children with him. To my 4.5-year-old daughter, who's spanking me in the butt saying, you're a bad daddy. I called the police to preemptively get ahead of what I thought she was going to do. I got woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning by the police. She filed a restraining order. I'm not allowed to see my children. Not allowed to even text Jenny about my children. If anybody on this face of this planet ever says that I was not there for my kids every day of their life, they're a liar. Every day. I don't go away for months at a time, for weeks at a time. I'm always there for my children. Always. And I'm not allowed to be there for my children anymore because somebody else is so hate-filled that they would do that to the father of their children, to a great father to their children. It's sad, man. It's just sad. Police said if I want to go home, I'm not arrested. I'm not in jail, so there's no crime committed. It's just somehow Jenny convinced a judge that a restraining order should be filed. I have no idea how. No clue. They couldn't even explain it to me. I'm the one that called the police first because I was afraid that might happen. I was actually afraid that she would go hit herself in the face in the bathroom or something, which is, trust me, not out of the fucking realm of possibility for Jenny. How does somebody combat, for lack of a better word, somebody that has insane popularity and is beloved and is on the #1 rated show of all time? The truth. That's how you combat them. The truth. And I'm going to bring you the truth from here on out. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to hide. You're going to see about our divorce on Jersey Shore. You know why? Because my ex-wife told me when we were in counseling that she's negotiating a side deal. I think she said she wanted 70 grand to talk about I'm pretty sure that was the number, but to talk about our divorce on the upcoming season. Everything is about money with her. All I want is time with my children. That's all I want. My daughter, the look in her eyes. Because her mother can't wait till they go to sleep to have a disagreement. She has to do it in front of them. To look in my daughter's eyes and the misunderstanding she had towards her dad.
and hitting me in the butt because I upset her mother because her mother can't control her.